Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can warp some text, and you can warp it in many different ways, and I'm just going to do the same basic approach with other versions of Photoshop. I'm just going to create some area text, just dragging that out, or area. So type and go to type and warp text. Now you can do it in a few other places, such as the edit menu as well. Warp text. And I'm going to select arch. That's a reasonable one. I of course could use any other ones. Now you can bend the text. Obviously it's 50% is the default. You can also do it vertically, of course. So it just bends it vertically. Of course there's other options as well there. But I'm just going to go for the horizontal. Modify it, say 100% or 84%, 90%. So you can just stretch it up that way. As well as add some distortion as well. So if you want to, you can actually distort the text a bit, so you can actually sort of squeeze the text in on the horizontal. I'm just going to do that now. So you can just see it just squeezes it, sort of zooming over that direction. Now, click OK. So once you've done that, you can actually also apply a custom, turn it into a custom shape. So you can actually just go to type and convert to the shape. So once you've actually converted it to a shape, now you can actually manipulate it even more. So you can actually just go to the edit menu and you can do transform, and you can warp again or use perspective or distort. Now I'm going to go for warp again. Now I'm not going to go for this warp. I could actually just warp individual parts of it. You can actually see it distorting. But you've also got some various presets as well, which are quite nice ones anyway. So just going to go for wave. And again, you've got the same options for bend. You can just bend the text. And again, you can add some more distortion for horizontal. Just change that and click OK again. And now you see the text has been sort of becoming really sort of all over the place. Of course, once you've actually done that, you can still continue. You can actually rotate it. Now, of course, the text is no longer live since I've actually converted it to a custom shape. You can also obviously rotate the text. You see it's actually just made up of vast numbers of points now. In some ways it's actually probably easier just to copy over into something like Illustrator and warp it there as well. Click OK. You can still edit, and you can go back to transform and add another transform. So warp again, maybe this time let's say warp just there. Just drag that down so you can really sort of... Now there's one pity that there is actually no way of actually creating a finer mesh, so you could actually sort of distort it even at other points. I've certainly never discovered any way of actually being able to warp text like that. So once that's done, and there you have it, click OK. And of course, once you've done that, you can actually, if you want to, now with the latest version, you can actually go to Window and Libraries and save that to a library, or you can also just go and define it as a custom shape. Of course, if you want to do that, you have to go over here, the direct selection tool, and then just select all of that text. Select all of that text and go to edit and define custom shape. And there it is, it's actually stored then as a custom shape, so you can actually use that text at any point in the future. Now obviously it's going to take a bit of time. There's an awful lot of points and paths and everything in that. So hope you found this of interest.